So I'm feeling called to do a twin flame no communication reading, which I'm hyper because I love doing love readings and this shit is always busting. Like, and I can feel the energy is definitely about to go deep. But with all that being said, I encourage y'all to check in with yourselves right now and fill out, like, do you feel in a space of balance to receive this type of reading right now? And definitely don't force this, like, as you listen to this reading. If it's hitting, if it's resonating, and if it's feeling aligned and good, then you got that green light. If it's ever feeling like you're trying to force these messages to make sense into your life and like, or something feels just off, don't hesitate to disengage with this, just because it's deep energy. Justice. So it feels like there's there's an energy here that is striving for a space of balance, and I'm getting an energy of like being able to surrender to a really deep trust that is very difficult to, it feels like there's a lot of energies within you that are resisting this type of surrender to trust. That like energies are naturally moving towards a space of balance, and so being able to flow with the energy and trust where it's going, even if it looks all tangled and all over the place and you can't see where it's headed, it's really asking for this deep trust and letting go of viewing this connection as your responsibility or something that you need to try to understand. Is really just surrendering to a trust that the way the energies are moving and you moving in divine flow and alignment with what is present is your way forward, and knowing that, yeah, it's got you. Like, it's taking you to a place of balance in the end, whatever that means. Like, whether it's this lifetime or another, it's just like your soul and this other soul that you're so deeply connected to, y'all will find balance in the end. Three of Wands. The Wheel. So there is new energy coming forward, and with the Wheel, there's a lot shifting in the energetic spirit realms that's not available to the physical eye just yet. King of Wands in reverse, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Star. Yeah, there's like this really bussin' chemistry between the two of y'all, and it feels like a very fiery, passionate, overwhelming type of energy that at some point has gotten just not in a space where y'all have really been able to hold it or contain it or be completely present with it. It feels like the energy was so bussin' that it required a certain era of numbing and like disconnect. But with the Star, there's very deep healing happening around this very actively. Even if on the surface it doesn't really seem like much is changing, it feels like there's a really deep healing happening. And I also see this card as like a wish fulfillment card. And with Judgment here, I feel like this is all of this is very divinely protected and led and guided by angels. Like the angelic realms are very involved in this connection, and you can trust that it's in their hands. And with the Moon in reverse, it feels like you're approaching an era where illusions are coming to light. There's some sort of disclarity that you've been in that is being lifted. Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot, and Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, with the Chariot, it's asking for this trust and this shift in perspective that you've been learning and incorporating, but it's still like there's resistance in you. But I feel like you're making some sort of headway to like really being able to embody this trust and knowing that you are in direct collaboration with the universe. And as much as you are moving towards your desires and your dreams and your wishes, the universe is bringing these things into you as well and coming to meet you halfway. The Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like this has just felt like such a long journey already in this lifetime. There's a lot of history here. There's a lot of like almost like nitpicky type of energy. Like there's been a lot of attention to detail and trying to like patch things up and make things work and focusing on, yeah, it's like details that it just feels like at some point in y'all's history, y'all were mad focused on such like, it feels like just such human condition type of things, like getting so wrapped up into the details where there's such a broader perspective and picture of this connection to take if you can like kind of look at it from a bird's eye view and more from like an energetic space as opposed to being so like in the human brain and like so focused on, yeah, it just feels like this attention to detail that kind of got y'all lost and a little mixed up and a little confused and kind of just like stuck in a really logical and like rational type of viewing this that didn't really serve the overall connection. Six of Wands in reverse, Strength in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse. So this connection has definitely challenged your energetic boundaries around your heart space, and it's definitely in the past led you to spaces of deep like despair type energy, like keeping you up at night and being kind of like pressed about the situation, like really trying to understand it and to move through these energies. And it just feels like someone or both of y'all got really lost for a minute in this energy because of how deep and overwhelming it is. It feels like someone betrayed their own energetic boundaries around their heart space and kind of like gave too much of themselves to this connection, or just like moved out of a space of like true honor to the self. Let's keep going. Five of Cups in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, there's definitely this feeling of pain in the heart space here. And while it created a lot of pain within you, it also very much unlocked a lot of new, like, it's coming through as resources, but like it feels like it unlocked new aspects of yourself. And not only that, but just like tools about yourself. Like it dealt you such a almost traumatic hand of card, like of, we're dealing a hand of cards, like it dealt you some real trauma and pain around the heart space, but through this trauma and pain you moved mountains. Like you really like glowed the fuck up through this process and like created these new versions of you and these new coping mechanisms, and like not even coping mechanisms, it's like so much deeper than that. It's like I feel like for a while it was like you just had to cope, but then you like realized that you couldn't just cope through this, like you had to grow through this and actually find triumph through this. And it like completely rearranged, like I just got like it rearranged your DNA, like it really like transformed you on a really deep evolutionary level. And it feels like this was all meant to happen like this. Like it's, I just feel like someone needs to hear that, like, someone got really lost in these energies, and just like the pain that came with not having things going the way they imagined they would or hoped they would. And they have lost track of the whole point of this. Like, these intense soul relationships are parts of our lifetime to reflect to us and transform us and evolve us, and that's exactly what it's done. And it's like, it's not over. This is a really, really deep soul tie, and it goes beyond this lifetime both ways, like past lifetimes, future lifetimes. And it's just asking for a deep surrender here that's like type, like almost inhuman. Like, it's so beyond just this physical realm, and it's meant to be that, like, it's a real deep challenge that is evolving you exponentially. And I just feel like I want to say, like, I'm so proud of you for being present with these energies, as difficult as the terrain has been, and not turning to spaces of, I mean, even if you have at times, like, don't hold judgment around yourself for this, but it's like, you, like, the fact that you're here listening to this video, you have not turned to a space of numbing and denying and running away from this connection altogether. Like, there's an aspect of you, maybe a very deep aspect of you, that holds faith in this connection no matter what. It's this unwavering, like, loyalty, like soul tie that you feel undeniably deep within you. And the fact that you haven't completely shut that down just takes tremendous courage and, like, this deep belief and honor to yourself. The fact that you honor what you feel and tied to this connection, like, it's I just feel like the angels are congratulating you and acknowledging you, and really, really proud of you for your strength of heart through this. And with the Emperor and the World in reverse, it feels like you've been going through, like I said, really deep self-transformation through this. And you're entering a space where you're learning to really own your throne in this Emperor type of energy, where you feel this, it's like this really divine, I got like sink into self, like you're really sitting in the self. And we got the Lovers right here. It's like there's a really deep part of you that you've really how do I say it, like, you've really embodied on a whole new physical level. Like, even if you could see this version of yourself energetically for a long time, I feel like it's taking you, I feel like there were times where you were like, I see this high version of myself who is self-assured and who is like rooted in my presence, and there's no sort of trying to control anything or desperation or impatience, and just like really being present with the self. And it's like, as much as you could imagine that version of yourself for so long, you couldn't lie, like you weren't quite there. There was always some part of you that was still that was still reaching and yearning and trying to control this and trying to understand this on a level that was impossible to the human brain. And like, now I just feel like you're so, like, you've done the work energetically that just took time and energy, and it all happened in its divine rhythm at its own divine timing. And I'm not saying it was easy, but you did this. Like, you trusted this to a certain extent, you were present with it to a certain extent, that you allowed it to really evolve you. And now it's like you're in this new version of yourself that this was the whole purpose. Like, honestly, like, this was the whole purpose of this era of such deep pain and confusion and this like back and forth push and pull type of energy. You've been kind of like I just got an image of a ping pong table. Like, you felt like you were just like in some sort of restless back and forth type of energy, and not in a space of really feeling like you could just drop into this energy in a space of trust and faith and allowance. And I just feel like you've done the work, you've done the time, and look at you now. Like, you are such a divine presence and version of yourself. And then we had the Lovers come up, like just confirming that this is a really divine spiritual bussin connection. And it's like the angel is over the Lovers, and they're in the ocean with their emotions are all here, and it all feels just very guided and held. And it's a deep it's a space beyond this realm, honestly. Like, this feels like such a mutual understanding between the both of y'all's souls, that like this connection is so much bigger than you, it's so much bigger than them, and it's so much bigger than this single lifetime. And I feel like there's this new trust of this and this new era of just acceptance. And I feel like there's been eras where it's like, because of how deep this pain has been, or how confusing these boundaries have been, and spaces of this clarity, it's like there's been times where you've tried to kill this love, is what it feels like. It's like there's been times where you have tried to shut it out and numb it out, but in the end you always felt that pull back into it, and this like bittersweet remembrance over and over again is what it feels like. That like, this is something that I have to be present with. I can't kill it, I can't numb it, I can't run away from it. It is what it is. And even though I can't control it, I can't fully understand it, I accept it and I allow it, and I just am present with it. And it's like, this is the deepest evolution you could go through. Like, for real, it feels so good and feels so divine. Not at all easy, but very divine. King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Swords. There's this like brand new mastering coming over this like, it's just this space of truth and being like, with the King of Swords, it feels like you've come to this space of just accepting, like, I have unconditional love for this connection. Like, we've been through all the different realms and versions and releases and layers of this, and no matter what, it is love. And love is like, I just feel like there's this new acceptance that's happened around this concept of unconditional love, and the fact that this is so present within this connection. And it's like, you've surrendered the idea of trying to kill this love, or trying to change it, or control it, or numb it, or run away from it. You've just decided, based on how the energies have led you, like, this is not something that I can kill. And I own it. I own it as my truth. And like, with the Five of Swords, it feels like this still definitely causes some type of like internal conversation within you at times, of like, because you're so aware that like you need to move in the way that is best for you and of honor to yourself. And there's so much that is unclear in the physical realm, and so there's this constant like type of like navigation around this. But I feel like it's so different than what it was in the past. Like, it's undebatable now within yourself that this is an infinite love to you. And let me get a little clarification here. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, but like you're still really striving for this space of like a space of not even needing this love in the physical realm. Like, you are in the process of really embodying like this energy of I am love. Like, this love that you have experienced and unlocked through this connection, it is you. It is you with or without them in the physical realm with you. You feel me? And it's like you're finding this new understanding around this and being able to embody that energy and being able to realize like this is your love. This is you. Yes, it was activated by this other this other soul that you have such a deep connection with, and it was meant to be. But it's not like you're moving into a space where you genuinely don't need to control the situation. You don't need to reach for it. You don't need to take it on as your responsibility in this lifetime, because it's just you. It's something that you can almost like participate in and like embody with or without them by your side in the physical realm. Because I feel like there's been a lot of back and forth and disclarity in the physical realm, and while in the past it caused so much pain, it caused so much discomfort and like self-doubt and fear and all of these like negative emotions, you're really learning how to just tap into the benefits of this connection and this love, and releasing these negative, these painful aspects that have like surfaced through this connection. And you're very actively realizing that this connection, like, it did not cause this pain. It did not cause this heartbreak. These are energies that have been within your soul, within you. And without this connection to reflect these energies, which is what this connection was meant to do in this lifetime, you would not have been able to surface these energies and then heal and transform and work through them and evolve through them into this like really divine emperor type of energy that you've learned to embody. And so you're learning to like appreciate every aspect of this and be in this space of just acceptance with it. Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse. Yes, it's a really beautiful balance and handle that you've really grown into around being protective of your energy in a space of honor to the self, while simultaneously really being present with your emotional guidance system, your heart space, your intuition, your connection to the spirit realms that has been guiding you through this. And I'm getting this message of like, there's been times where you were almost just like type frustrated with your angels and stuff, because it's like they kept sending you messages and synchronicities and all these things around this connection, and you're like, bro, like, I've surrendered, my hands are tied, like, I've done all that I can do, like, what are you still, like, it's like in the physical realm it looked dead, and part of you just wanted to kill this love. It's coming up again, like you wanted to just like be done with it because it wasn't going how you wanted it to, and you were still feeling these like guidances towards it, and it's like, what more do y'all want from me? I'm feeling like you got this type of like it was like a frustration around, it's like I feel like at times this, as much of a blessing, this breed of love that you've unlocked through this connection is deeply felt like a curse at times. And it's like it's been real difficult to continue to be present with and surrender to at times. And especially because there were times where you weren't honoring yourself and you fell out of like harmony with self to try to like take on responsibility or control for this connection. And it just feels like you've done a great job of kind of like clearing those imbalances and finding yourself in a space of being present with these messages you are receiving and the guidances you are feeling, while also maintaining this like protection of self and honoring of self and what is being present with your self-worth and incorporating that as you navigate through these energies. And you're learning that like to turn away from this, to try to numb it, to try to kill this love would not be honoring yourself. At the same time, to continue to try for this love, like continue to invest effort into this connection where there was not enough clarity. Like it just feels like there has been a lot of disclarity with the moon in reverse, like in the past. And it's like you've been through all aspects of this, you've been through all routes searching for the highest one for you. And it's like no matter where you turn, like if it's not being present and surrendered and accepting of this, then it's out of alignment, it's not of honor to the self. And you're really finding that balance and that harmony and that honor to self through these energies, not being able to deny what you are feeling and experiencing, and also doing what is best for you, what you feel called to, what you feel aligned with and harmonized by. Beautiful. I'm gonna draw a couple more cards, see if there's any like last messages, and then we'll go on with the Priestess Oracle card. Seven of Swords, interesting. Page of Cups, and on the bottom of the deck we have Nine of Wands. It feels like whoever's like, I feel like there's a clear like the ball is in somebody's court right now. I don't know if it's you or them, but it's like the ball is obviously in someone's court right now is what I heard. And this, whoever like has the ball in their court, like they are the one that needs to make some sort of communication or step forward through this, because otherwise it's like I feel like one person has already extended too much of themselves, and like it's in a space of imbalance is kind of where it was left. And so there's an obvious person who like it's in their hands now, and this person, the Page of Cups, they have a very deep desire and guidance pull towards offering emotions to this situation. And they are still showing up in the Seven of Swords, bro. Like they are still in a space of feeling like they are not fully equipped. Like it's a matter of like they don't feel like they have what you deserve to offer to the situation. I'm just being real with you. This is the present moment. They are feeling this pull towards you. They are feeling this desire to express and extend, and it's from a space of really deep emotional heart space. They are very aware of their emotions for you, for this connection, and they're still in this space of not feeling like it's giving imposter syndrome type of energy. They're like I feel like they even know how much love you hold for them, and they don't feel like they're still in this space of like, they must not really know me, they must not really see me if they think that I could be this for them, because it's like they just have they're still in these, there's still insecurities when they are viewing themselves. And with the Nine of Wands here, it's taking time. Things are evolving. It's taking me back to this initial energy of the Justice card that led the reading, like trusting that this is not your responsibility, and naturally the energies are flowing towards a space of balance. This is like without your control, the universe is guiding this situation, and it's moving towards a space of like, they are evolving, they are shifting their perceptions of self, but until they can see themselves in this divine light, like they are not going to be able to, like, even if they were gonna try to make an offer right now, it wouldn't be quite synced up, it wouldn't be quite aligned. They're actually doing a really great job by honoring themselves and what they are presently, the energies that they are presently in. They are not, it's like taking the cookies out of the oven before they're fully baked type shit. Like they are just not quite there to be able to offer what you truly deserve. But I feel like they are growing in this direction, and they have awareness around this for sure. But there's still this like, this disconnect happening with how they view themselves, and being able to like, they see you in such a high light, on such a high pedestal, and they don't want to it's like, I got like, they don't want to ruin this by coming in too soon, or like not being able to, it's like they are well aware of how bussin' this energy is, and it's like, you don't get unlimited tries here. Like this energy is very sensitive and vulnerable and volatile almost. Like it's something that they know that when they come through, they gotta come correct. They have to come in full self, and in a space that they feel is a match to you, and able to offer what you deserve. And they're still working on that. They are still in this process, in this evolution. And I feel like one person in this situation feels like they are ready, but I feel like there's just a really deep divine timing to this, and this other person that thinks they are ready, whether it's you or them, may not actually be quite ready either, because y'all are reflecting each other. But yeah, that's how it's coming out. It is what it is, and y'all are both doing really great. Y'all are on your path. I'm gonna go in with the Starseed Oracle deck, and we'll get a concluding oracle card for this Twin Flames No Communication reading. What is our concluding energy for the Twin Flames No Communication reading? Star Ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. I just feel like there's so much, this connection is so held by energies that are like, it's like I can't even put it into words, because that's exactly what this connection is. It's beyond human understanding and human relevance. Like it's so much deeper than just like being with someone in this physical human life, you feel me? And being able to have this deeper awareness and perception around this, even if you can't fully comprehend it, because it's just beyond that. But like, I feel like it will allow you to surrender to this in a bit more of a way where it's like, it's not so about being side by side with this person in the physical realm right now. It's just so much bigger than that, and it's well worth the energies that you are evolving through and working with and navigating, and this breed of love that you know so deeply, like through this connection, and how like that's what this is about. And hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. I just feel like there's this deeper perspective that can really aid you right now by seeing that this is connected to so much more than you can even imagine. And yeah, the energy runs deep. It's a very cosmic connection. It's a very divine soul love. So be as present with this as you can. Is doing magic for you. Is literally doing magic for you. That's what I got for you. If you resonate with these messages, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can shoot me an email. My email's in the description down below. Namaste. The divine in me bows to the divine in you.